Hello students, how are you all? I would like to welcome all my dear students 5th B1 and B2 to our online class teaching. This is subject Social Studies. Yes, we are in lesson number 7. The title is The Land of Snow. By the way, we are in session 13. Okay, and we have started this lesson, right? We will revise and get into the subtopics of this lesson. What's the name of the lesson? The Land of Snow. The Land of Snow. Okay, the Land of Snow. When you hear this word, which land is lingering? The name of the land is lingering in your mind. Yes, look at the board. I have written here Greenland. This is Greenland. Yes, this is the land of snow place. This is one of the second largest island in the world. Very big island, that is Greenland. And this is near the North Pole. Now student, tell me what we have learned in the last class. North Pole lies on the top or the bottom. It comes always on the top. Okay. So North Pole is on top. This island also located near the North Pole, and this Greenland is always most of the time covered full of snow. Everywhere you will see only snow. Look at this picture that I have drew here. White snows like this. Mountains will be white snows, and the pathway also will be full of snow only, white. Everywhere you see house, on top of the house, the car, most of the things will be frozen like ice. So everywhere we will find not greeneries, full of white. So because of snowfalls, Greenland is surrounded full of snows. Very rarely we can see the sunlight. Maybe once in a week only sunlight we can see in this place. Okay, now the original inhabitants of Greenland, what's the name? Inuits. I have told you, right? Inuits. In this class, mainly we are going to learn about what are the vegetation, plants they grow in the particular place, and the climate of the place, and also wildlife, what are the animals they survive in this land, and also the people, the lifestyle of the people. Mainly we are going to concentrate on what kind of work these people they occupy, they do it, and then finally the main important cities of Greenland. Main important cities of Greenland that we are going to go through. These things I will explain to you by showing the textbook. Word by word we have to read and understand and learn very important names. Okay? In the last class, in this lesson, till where I have completed, tell me? Yes. The location of the Greenland we learned, and then some information about the land. How much areas it covers, so on we learned, right? Do you remember that? Location, land we have completed. Now we will start from the climate of the place. Look at my book, student, page number 47. Page number 47. Look at the book. Look here, climate. Greenland has an Arctic type of climate, means it is the coldest place, so the winter is very long and very cold. That's why it's called Arctic type of climate. The sun doesn't rise for several weeks. More days and many weeks, the sun cannot even enter the land. That much cold used to be there. What about the temperature? The temperature drops below the freezing point and it snows heavily. Temperature drops below the freezing point, means it goes in minus. The temperature goes in minus, which means extreme cold, and heavy snows will be there. Extremely cold and chilly winds blow here. Even the wind also which blows, that is very cold and chilly winds. What about the summer? Summer is short and cool. Summer also very short period, but it is not hot at all. Even the summer time also they feel cool. The weather is bright and sunny, especially in the coastal areas. Okay. Even though there is continuous sunlight for several weeks, it is still very cold. Sometimes sunlight will be there during the summer time, but still the weather is not at all hot. It is very cold. Got it? And then what happens to the vegetation? What are the plants they grow? Seeds germinate and plants grow in the summer season. Mostly this planting happens during the summer season. Remember that. The only plants that grow here are mosses, lynches, grasses and bushes. Okay, these are the plants grow in this particular place because according to the climate these plants are being planted. Some flowers bloom in spring season. Some of the flowers they bloom in which season? Spring season. Both summer and spring are very short in Greenland. The winter is very long, I told you, and summer and spring season is very short. There are no forest here. Mostly we cannot find forest place in Greenland. No crops can grow here due to the cold climate. They cannot grow crops like the grains which we used for our food, like paddy or maize, some other like this for eatable crops. They cannot grow in this place because of cold climate. Even the summer also very short. And what happens to the wildlife? Listen very carefully. Only animals with thick furry coats or those which can withstand extreme cold can survive in Greenland, which means the animals shown here in the picture. See here, these are the animal can survive like musk, ox, whale, seal, and then white-tailed eagle, polar bear. Especially look at polar bear. Polar bear, look at the skin. It is full, how to say, it is like full white, right? Very thick, which can survive in the Iceland. It looks like that. So this kind of animal only mostly can survive in this Greenland. Okay. And wildlife, dogs, mostly wolf-like dogs called huskies are used for hunting. This animal is mainly used for hunting and for pulling sledges. For pulling sledges, this animal is used. This is the information about wildlife. Now, lifestyle of the people we should know. As I have told you, the original inhabitants of Greenland is Inuits. They are also called as Eskimos. Okay, from where they have come from? They have come from this group and came to Greenland from North America. This particular group of people have come from North America and settled here many years ago. They have settled here from many years ago. Over a time, they have adapted themselves to the harsh climate. So since they are there for long period of time, so their body is adjusted to the climate. The Inuits, they are short and stout. Look at this picture. This is the picture of a Inuit family. They are short but they are very healthy and strong. Okay. And the cloth that they wear is full of the cloth which can cover themselves from cold climate, from cold wind. Got it? They cannot use the normal clothes. They have to wear like this woolen clothes. There, jackets. The jackets that they use is called parkas. Okay, parkas. They also have hoods to cover their heads. They generally wear double trousers, means they don't wear one trouser, they wear double trousers so that they make themselves warm. And high boots. Boots means the shoes. Look at this picture again. The boots that they are wearing, they wear very thick and heavy high boots so that their leg will be protected from the cold weather, to keep themselves warm. And then the people who live in extreme north build snow house or igloos. Have you seen the picture of igloos? Yes, people of this place, they build snow house. It is called also igloos during the winter season. Especially they use this house during the winter season. They use large blocks of ice to construct them. They use large blocks of ice cubes like ice bricks. They use to construct the snow house. The igloos are dome shaped, means curve shape like this. The hole is made in the center of the dome, means the igloo houses are round like this, and then the open way for the house will be in the middle. The floor is covered with skins and furs of animals, means the hairs of the animals are used for the floors. During summers, people live in tents. It is very opposite. During the very cold time, they are living in the igloo house. During the summer, they are making tent for them to survive. And for the animal also, they hide there. These are called towpicks. In recent years, people have started living in modern houses. Recently, people have promoted to live in the modern houses, like how we have flat houses, right, in cities. In Inuits, they are the hard-working people. They are cheerful and hospitable people, means they like to help others. They are very cheerful, always happy, and they work hard. For hundreds of years, they lived by hunting, fishing, gathering roots during the summer and spring. For many hundreds of years, what they do, their hobby is hunting, fishing, gathering roots. These are the things they do during summer and spring. In the past, they got most of the things they needed by hunting animals. But nowadays what happened? They can buy goods brought in from other countries. Now they are getting whatever things they are required, they get from some other countries. Now we'll see about the occupation of the people. Inuits are skilled fishermen and hunters. They are very good in hunting and fishing, right? They hunt animals for their meat and skin and fat. They hunt animals and they use their meat and skin and fat also. Earlier, they used harpoons. This is one of the weapons to hunt the animals that I will show you in the next page. Now they use automatic rifles. Now it is available automatic rifles to hunt animals. In the early stage, look at this picture. This is how they use the weapon called harpoon to hunt the animal. Okay, and the Inuits use small boats called kayaks to hunt sea animal. These people also, Inuit people, they go to sea to hunt for sea animals. They use small boats called kayaks, and a border boat called yumek is used to hunt whales. To hunt the whales, they have to go more deeper into the sea. So they use the boat called special boat yumek. Okay. to hunt for whalefish. These boats are also used for transportation. Not only hunting, they use for transportation. And land Indians use sledges. Sledges means one of the kind of vehicle to pull things, to carry the things and go from one place to another place. For transportation in the land, they use sledges. The lifestyle of the Indians has undergone many changes in recent times. Now they use motorboats, motorized sledges. In those days, they use sledges, and for transport was very hard, right? Without any electronic things they used. Now in the recent days, they have developed, so they use motorboats which can travel very fast on the sea, and they also use motorized sledges on the land to travel. Many people also work in mines and oil fields. Mines means the factories, and the oil field also they work. The large number of Indians have migrated to towns and cities. Some of the many number means large number. A large group of people have migrated to cities and towns in Greenland for their work purpose. Got it? Now, what are the main cities? The thick sheet of ice has restricted settlements to the coastal areas. There are very few large towns in Greenland. The meaning of this is the people of Greenland, they cannot survive near the coastal areas because of the ice, the cold. Look at this picture. Their houses will be like this only, full of snow and white snow everywhere. Even the houses are covered. That's why they cannot survive near the coastal area. So many have moved to the cities and towns where their lifestyle has improved. There are very few large towns in Greenland. They are like Nuuk. They can also call it as Gotthard is the capital and the large city in Greenland. Sisimiut and Ilulissat. They are the other big cities. These two cities, remember, they are the very big cities. The total population of Greenland is about 56,000. 56,000. The total population is only 56,000. Because why? Because of very cold climate, very few number of people only are living when we compare to our cities and towns and countries, right? This is all about city, and look at this picture, how their lifestyle how they survive. Okay students, with this we are ending the lesson number 7, the land of snow, that is Greenland. We will continue the next lesson in the next video, and thank you students for listening very carefully. Be very good student, listen to the video and learn better. Thank you.